would be. It's cooler than Antarctica's weather would be. Damn, I think my swagger is a weapon to me. And dudes don't count you off the record to me. So don't be stepping to me, trying to shake my hand. I'm already the man, ain't trying to make your band. I feel the fact that I'm real, just make them mad. I be smoking helium to inflate my swerve. I'm fact that I'm real, just make them mad. I be smoking helium to inflate my swerve. I'm fly, yes, I'm high, yes. Every lady wanna get to this guy, yes. Go out tonight, I just might, yes. Style cleaner than yours, so don't buy, yes. I'm so debonair, so debonair. 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 You're not really seeing me, dog. Real talk. You feeling whacker than you ever would be. In mind, you think you.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to both of me and Nola Reed's channels. What's
Hey,
up, Nola?
everybody. Hey. Shout out to my sis, Bob Meets a World, for my early birthday present in the form of this mic that I'm going to have to get used to talking in. I don't have to scream.
Hey, you sound really good on it, too.
Thank you, child. I feel like I need to put on my customer service voice when I'm talking in it. Hello, good evening, everyone. How are you guys? Hoping
So
everyone
as you
has
guys,
had a good Monday, a good, So when I be screaming extra loud and I'm extra passionate, y'all blame Bob. Thank you again, sis, for the early birthday present. I love it.
so as you guys know, me and Nola will be reviewing the Housewives of Atlanta. It's our first time reviewing a show together, too, by the way.
I
So I'm
know.
super excited about this. This is my first time even reviewing Housewives of Atlanta. Have you ever reviewed it before?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I did not tell my people to behave.
Okay.
We coming as we are.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely excited about reviewing this season. It looks like it's going to be one of the best seasons that I've seen for a very long time. And I definitely want to do it with you because we have fun, like reviewing what the pictures look like. So I was like, let's put together. So welcome everyone from Nola's channel, whoever never seen me, and also welcome everybody over on my channel who's never seen Nola, because we are streaming on both channels. Now
shining up here. Too much coconut oil on the skin.
We do have two very special things that are happening. Nola has a birthday coming up, and it is Teachers Appreciation Week. So, guys, you can definitely hit our cash apps to celebrate us on wherever you feel you should do that at. All right. Let's say what's up to people in the chat real quick. So we have Shy Town here. She says, "Welcome to the house, the Real Housewives of Atlanta review." So debonair and Nola Reed's. I'll let you know who's here. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget that notification bell. But most of all, share. What's up to California Cutie? She says, "Can't wait for this review." Hey, so Deb and Nola. We have the House of Princess in the building. We have Chrislyn is here. We have Mary Broussard is here. We have my sis, let me say my sis and my other sis before this, Barbie's World. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble.
Our sis. Our sisters. Make sure you add that hour.
Yes.
Bold, italics, Times New Roman 72 font. Thank you.
Yes. What's going on to KMB? Southern Bell 16. What's going on the May Show? We have Cool Gamer.
Hey, Cool Gamer.
And we have Kim Howard Melendez in the building. All right.
Yes. Hey, Mary. How are you? Hey, Kim.
All right. So let's get into the show.
Ciao.
Do you want to lead it? You want me to lead it? How you want to do this?
Who, being that I ranted yesterday, you go ahead on and go ahead on, because I don't got nothing nice to say about how we opened up this show.
Oh, crap.
What did you forget? See, you was busy putting all them chest hairs out.
All my pictures are gone. Give me 1 second. I'm going to have to pull them up while we're talking. Give me 1 second.
We didn't need that. We didn't need the pretend couple opening up this show. I don't know, but I do. I rate the episode. I'm gonna say I rated about a 6 for an opening episode, but I feel like we are going to get a good season this season. Whenever we have an activated Candy, I feel like we're going to have a good season. So y'all drop. Tell me what y'all rate the episode. Y'all drop and tell me what y'all rated. Did y'all feel like it was a good opener or no for a first episode of The Returning? I feel like it's gonna be better than the seasons that we've gotten before.
Yo, I'm so mad. I did all this work to put these pictures on this deck on PDF file, and
Hey
like,
Kenny. Hold up, hold up. Hey Kenny. Hey.
hey Kenny, we're gonna have to forget the pictures for right now because I can't even get to my dang on thing because I got my.
It's all right. I never have pictures.
Okay, we
I
have,
never have pictures, so my people not expecting pictures.
but we did have pictures though. Just to let y'all know, like we did have.
I'm not fancy like that, not yet.
Oh wait. Yes, I do have them. Okay, never mind. Um, I do have them. I was on my PC. I'm sorry.
See, look at that.
Yeah, I don't have pictures for how it even started out anyway, so it doesn't even really matter.
Kim, you can't. You waiting for us? I'll wait for y'all. All these shows are triggering. Oh,
Okay, let's
I'm
forget.
not mad at it.
Oh my god, I'm pushing up everything, but what I'm supposed to put. Okay, so let's get started. So the show starts off with your favorite person in the world and her new man. Martel arrives from a photo shoot. She wants him to move. Sheree wants her to move to Atlanta. They spend every weekend together. What we've seen on TV, we basically know it's fake at this point. She's not in love. She surprises him with a chef that he doesn't sound like he's really that interested in. She says that she loves his body and that he gives off BDE, big dick energy. He's underwhelmed by her surprise. He thought they were having like a threesome with the chef. They discuss going to Sanya's party. He's not happy with Kandi being there because she called him a opportunist. He calls Todd an opportunist and makes fun of their heights. Kenya keeps asking for. Uh, she says that Kenya keeps asking like how Martell is. What you got?
I want to say bravo. We did not want to open up this show with old husky, burly back yeast infection clothes wearing Martell. Okay, like we just saw him on Saturday. We did not need to see him opening up not RHOA. We didn't even need to see Sheree opening up RHOA because she brings nothing. She adds nothing. But cheap Shibashin fashions. And that's it. I was not interested in the fact that she is really going up as if she won a prize, and she went from a child girl. She went from cell block D to community peen E. I just can't. I can't. That peen is rated E for everybody. And the fact that she's sitting up here acting like she won a prize, the fact that she was in the confessional talking about, regardless of what you see on TV, ma'am, are you watching the TV? Because at the same time, you're saying this and saying that y'all are dating. This man is actively still trying to get his ex wife back while trying to torture her and take her kids. And you want us to believe that this man is a good man? No, go ahead, honey. For Tom gonna need to cleanse that coochie again because she getting all kind of STDs, sexually transmitted demons. Next.
I'm glad that I really didn't watch that show that y'all watch, Huntsville, because I mean, I don't really have the slightness that you guys have towards Martell. Again, I think he's a fine man. From what we've seen from that, I'm like, okay. I mean, I can see why
So you was
Sheree.
impressed. You was impressed by his drawers that was stuffed.
Listen, I mean, if it's stuffed,
You was impressed by the stuffed peen.
I mean, I just think he's a good looking man all the way around. I mean, I've said this before in your reviews that you do on that show. So I mean, I'm not slighted with him. So I mean, I just know that he cheats on people all the time or whatever. I do know that part. So I don't think he's a good fit for Sheree, but Sheree never picks good men. So this is like right up her alley.
I mean, it's not. We went from Bob
Bob
to
Bob looked like the bottom of
to,
my something that stuck to the bottom of my shoe.
to Tyrone
Tyrone was locked up the entire time.
to Marcel. It's safe to say that she can't pick him.
I mean,
It's safe to say that her
at
choice
least
in men
looks
is much
wise.
like her business sense. There is none.
At least looks wise. She did better this time. That's all I'm saying. And did you rate it? Because I didn't rate it. Did you rate it?
Oh, what was stuffed? What was stuffed, Sunshine? When they showed Martel undressing and they, while she's talking about how it's, he gives a big BDE, and then they zoom in on the area of which he's pulling up his pants and crotch. I'm like, baby, it's stuffed. It's stuffed. Ain't no way you got all of that package down there. And you wearing them tight jeans. His jeans be tighter than mine, yours, and everybody else's.
People with
He will be.
big dicks wear tight jeans all the
Listen,
time.
let me tell you, baby, he will be giving camel food. When y'all wear them tight jeans like
No,
that, we
that's
can
not
see the
true.
print of the balls.
That's
Nope,
not true.
no, I don't believe it. It was stuffed. That's my theory, and I'm sticking with it. And I said what
Listen,
I said.
you have seen someone that I dated, and you know he don't even have the energy. He just has the big old dick. But he wears tight pants all the time.
Are you talking
So
about that picture you sent me with that?
yes, yes. So people who have big D's, I mean, they wear tight pants.
Child,
That's
listen.
not a thing.
No,
So,
no. It's giving check your pH balance. It's giving let Fatum come and clean your womb out again. That's what it's giving. Next scene, because I'm really not impressed with them. Like
but no. So
that wouldn't have been the
did
way
you
I
rate the
wanted to
episode though?
open it.
Because I don't feel like I know I didn't rate the episode. Did you rate the episode?
I gave it a 6
You gave it a
for
six.
an opening
I'm giving
episode.
it a 10. And sorry to backtrack up y'all real quick. I'm gonna give it a 10 because I think these are the most beautiful black women on TV to me. Like they all look so good to me. Even though I don't really like Sheree that much, she still looks great. The new girl, Courtney, not so much, but everybody else I thought looked great.
Listen, I knew when she had on that clamshell dress, I was not gonna like her.
Yeah, me either. But yes, let's move on to the next part. We get to Kandi. She meets up with the Candy Coated Clique, Carmen and Dawan. Dawan tells Carmen Kandi doesn't miss her because she has new friends, Sanya and Drew. Dawan asks if Kandi has talked to Sheree. They show social media. They said that they showed us about her talking about like Kandi talking good about Sheree. Um, but then they get to the fact that Sheree's website is down, and it's not that good for Sheree really because you can't buy She by Sheree. You can't. It's the fashion show with no fashions. It's the fashion clothing line without no clothing. So you can't look at it. You can't find it. Kandi says they tried to help her, but Sheree didn't want to pay anybody, and we know that from watching the multiple seasons that Sheree just can't pay.
She can't pay. She
She
can't afford it.
because we're all still trying to figure out how she's been paying for that chateau that she's calling Sheree because Thelma, I think, is really the owner of that place. So we'll get into that a little bit later.
Chateau Thelma.
Yes, Chateau Thelma. They show, let me see, that she's bringing back Candy Code. Oh, Candy's bringing back Candy Coated Nights. Ace doesn't like it because he thinks that she works too much. Ace is definitely a mama's boy, and we learned that on this episode. They show him wanting Candy to help him with his homework, and she's just like, "Can't somebody else get somebody else to do it?" She can't. So, how you feel?
I feel like I know Candy works a lot and I know Candy does a lot. However, when it gets to the point where your children are saying, hey, there are people here to help me, but I want you, sometimes you got to take a step back and just
Mhm.
be there for your children. Sometimes you got to turn the roll down. Sometimes you got to turn the job down. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to do it. And when it comes to your children and your husband complaining, I think we need to step back just a tad,
Yeah.
just a tad, and I'll go in it further when we get to that
And
scene. But
that's not even like the first kid because even Riley kind of complained about that.
well, that's why Riley was like, "Why you having more kids
Another
when you don't
kid.
have
Yeah.
time?"
Yeah. So, I mean, we do know that for the kids, it's a lot. For me, I guess I think that what Candy is building for them, I think that she doesn't realize is that, all like for them, they have enough. And she feels like she just wants more, I think, because they do have more kids. And then I just think that I think I was over on Sheree World talking about this. I think that Candy takes care of so many people that Candy literally she can't stop working. And so it affects her family.
But guess what? When it comes to the point where it's affecting the family that you've created, then them other grown people need to go out there and start getting it how they live and make it happen for themselves.
I agree. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like at some point, I'm listen. I know I've been taking care of you, and that was all cool and it wasn't even all cool when it was just her and Riley, because it seems like Riley was wanting some of that time too. You
Yeah,
feel me? So at the end of the day, it's all cool. Now I have a husband and I have two more children,
yeah.
three more if we counting Caleb. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I think
Well,
nah,
you know,
them grown
Kayla's not a
people.
factor because Kayla can't even get a penny. So
Well, I wasn't gonna go there. And I'm pretty sure we'll get to that at some point in time within the season. I wasn't gonna go there, but I feel like at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying. At some point in time, them grown people need to be grown and take care of themselves. Period.
James,
Period. If you have to work that much to continue to support other people, then them other people need to start doing something for themselves. Because I guarantee you this:
yeah,
if Kandi wasn't making it happen, would they be out here in the street? Or you gonna get up,
probably.
or you gonna get up off of your behind and go make the rubber meet the road.
Yeah. And I just hope, like, if something ever happens to Candy, like what she's doing for all these people, that they put that back into Candy's family. To be honest,
It never
because,
happens like that.
huh?
It never happens like that. Let me tell you
Yeah,
what's gonna
I know, I
happen.
know, I
They're
know.
gonna feel like if they anything like Mama Joyce, they're gonna feel like Ty gonna take care of Ace and Blaze,
Mhm.
and everything should come to them because Ty's still alive and working.
Yeah.
And Riley should get more because her daddy ain't there.
Sunshine says that Ace call broke my heart, and my youngest is the same age, so they can be needy at times. And I give it to him as a young black boy. I'm a boy mom of three. Okay.
Listen, like I said, sometimes you gotta make time for
Yeah.
your children. Like at the end of the day, we go hard to support, we go hard to make sure they have, we go hard to make sure their futures are easy. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be a whole lot of times and a whole lot of people, unfortunately, like Candy, when they get older, their kid gonna be able to buy whatever they want to buy, but you know what? It's not gonna be able to get back that time. And then how you gonna look them in their face when they tell you, I didn't care about the money, I didn't care about the things I wanted you. Like you gotta have balance, and she need to learn how to have balance. And part of that balance is gonna come with not taking care of everybody else. Sometimes you might have to turn down a little roll.
Yeah. And
Sometimes you
I
might have to
think that
get
she
your own
doesn't.
KFC.
I think she doesn't realize that because she has a son now, and there's so we love our moms for real. Like, if we have a good relationship with them, like we love our moms. I can remember, my mom was a pastor growing up. My mom, she worked and she was a pastor, and my mom just spoke to us in pastor language all the time. And I'm like, we don't want, pastor mom. We want mom. So I definitely do get, Ace wanting his mom around because I mean, it just feels like there's something missing there. Like I just want my mom. What's going on to our good sis ranting Ricardo down in the
Hey,
chat as well?
sis.
So let's move on. To Kenya and Candy. And Mayetta, because I forgot to put her there. But Kenya, Candy, and Mayetta all meet up. Kenya and Mayetta show up at the meeting. Carmen and Don Juan leave so that the ladies can talk. Mayetta updates Candy on her husband's party. Kenya showed up with a man at this thing that they had went to. This is the picture I put earlier. What do we think about this man?
I feel like why his nose look like that, but I'm all for Kenya getting a little piece of Zeke. I'm all for Kenya getting a piece of Zeke with a Z, with a Z. I'm all for it, girl. Yes. Yes.
Um,
I'm here for it.
I
That
just
side profile picture ain't doing it for me, but
that was a little bit better. Let's
that
leave
one
it
is better. Like, yeah, I'm saying the side profile ain't it, but the man ain't ugly. I mean, I like dark meat. I like dark meat.
alone.
I like my meat well done. Okay,
He's
I
not.
don't like
I
it. I don't
mean,
like it pink, but that's me. But I feel like it's about time Kenya start dating somebody, and if she's happy and enjoying it, baby, I'm happy and enjoying it. Don't rush. I feel like don't rush. Don't let him move in your house.
please.
Don't let him move in your house. Do what you gotta do. Enjoy the time. And if it turned out to be something, then it turned out to be something.
I'm not really. This is giving me like Tamar and that guy from that show. Like, I don't feel like this is real.
I mean,
And it's also the beginning too. So maybe that's why it's given that.
I
But I
mean,
want Kenya with a black man. I'm sorry, I do.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
I,
just say it.
I feel like this. Whoever would at this point in time, whoever and whatever making her happy, then go ahead and do it, girl. Get your box lit. Get your box lit and take it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? This is the beginning of it. Now, Ranting, you right. He is a restaurateur. I hope she learned from the last man who had restaurants.
Okay. Wait, who had a restaurant?
Mark had a restaurant in
Oh yeah, he
Soho.
did. Well, Kenya must like to eat or something because I don't know.
Listen, I listen. Are you trying to call Kenya a munch?
Huh?
Are you trying to call Kenya a munch?
Am I trying to find her one?
I said, are you trying to call her a munch?
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
that's just me being
saying.
messy. I know that's not what you was trying to do. But I
Well,
mean, listen, a girl needs somebody who can make sure that her stomach is full. Straight up. Real women like to eat. We ain't counting them calories unless we're trying to get our body to a certain weight for events for
we
the
know
summertime.
Candy likes to eat as well. So
Listen,
yeah,
ain't nothing wrong with eating. So I'm glad she got a man that can feed her soul and her cat. Amen.
well, shout out to Kenya for what did she call him?
Feeding both lips.
I'm gonna read it in here in these notes in a minute. Oh, having a companion at the party. That's what she called him, a companion. The guy's name is Roy. He's Mayetta's friend.
Yeah,
Kenya
man, you gotta hook
feels
them up at the party.
yeah. Kenya feels awakened by this man. She asks Kandi what's been up. She says, just work. Kenya says she was disappointed in Kandi and Sheree. Sheree posted all the good stuff Kandi said about her on social media after Kandi posted a spoof of her and Sheree from last year's reunion. Kenya asks Kandi, is she going to the party? Kandi says yes. She asks if they think Sheree is bringing Martel. Mayetta thinks the relationship is a joke, and so does Kandi. They talk about Martel in the blogs for cheating. Now, I know this is your time to shine. So,
Let me go on record and say I have no problem with them saying not a damn thing they say. You know what I'm saying. Show me who you are, and you know what I'm saying. Show me your actions, and I'm gonna tell you who you are. Straight up. That's just what it is. They know it's a fool. They know she getting played. I'm not mad at Kandi for the spoofs. I personally think Candy's spoofs be hilarious,
me too.
especially the one she did with Rolling Red and Bobby Lights. Oh my God, it was everything for me. So I'm not mad at the spoofs, but the thing about it is like Sheree want to be mad about it, but Sheree forget all the stuff she said talking about. Oh, she's clickbait, and her and Kandi is supposed to be friends. Well, were you and Kandi friends while you was sitting up there and last season with Marlo, and you let Marlo call her everything but a child of God, and you didn't stop her? You didn't say nothing about it. So whatever she get from Kandi is what she get.
I'm
That's
with
what she
you on
get.
that.
Sheree ain't never been loyal to nobody on this show but Solo Cup.
I'm with you on that.
And that's the only person she ever been loyal to, Solo Cup. And whatever the ladies give Sheree this season, listen, I'm not mad at it. Talking about the website, it was so many people wanting her close the website. Girl, as soon as the website went live, it crashed. That many people that ain't looking for you. They
And that's,
only went to see
they
what
did
you
the
had
same
and
thing that
what you
Robin said
have.
about that
A
hat
lie.
website.
Don't talk to me about them people on the phone. Do not talk to me about them people
Why
on
the
the phone.
housewives when they open up a website, they're the only people who have a website that crash when they start doing something. It ain't that many people going over to the websites to buy shit. Okay, it's not.
You know,
So
so I am not mad at none of them for saying nothing that they said about Sheree in this made for TV relationship. Because let me tell you, how many times she done been placing since then? She talk about her and Martel together every weekend. So if y'all together every weekend, why we ain't getting no more pictures from the paparazzi? Oh, because Thelma money ran out? Because Martel ain't getting child support from Mel and he lost the judgment, so he can't afford to keep paying the paparazzi to pop up on y'all and take pictures. Ain't nobody. All the years Sheree been on Aura HOA, tell me, when has the paparazzi just pulled up and popped up on her? I'll wait.
never, never,
I'm waiting.
never.
The timer is moving. Never. Not all of a sudden the paparazzi is following her around for her and Martel. Martel ain't even that hot. The women who like him are women who can't get dick nowhere else, so they choose to have narcissistic dick that's gonna fuck up their wombs, their minds, and their pockets. Ain't no real women stunting him, checking for him, looking for him. And I be damn if I bring you on the TV where I know the girls gonna roast me. If I was on reality TV show, if I was opening up my buffet for Martel, baby E being quiet in the secret in the dope. You would have to come at the hoeing hours between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. when nobody sees you and nobody knows I'm giving you my buffet. And you not about to be on my TV show where the girl's gonna drag me for filth. Meanwhile, you embarrassing me on your show and you doing everything that you doing to your ex-wife. If you see a man sneeze your ex-wife, you at your ex-wife way. Like, no, you're not about to play with me like that. I'm not about to sit up here and have you embarrassing me while you down here still trying to be with somebody else. Meanwhile, he chasing after his ex-wife and his baby mama coming for you that he cheated on his ex-wife with, and you want to sit up there talking about oil and coal. You right, girl, oil and coal equal dead. You dead. And your coochie is dead for messing with him. Call for tune and get the incense back.
Well, I want to read
I'm
Randy's
sorry,
comment.
mama.
Randy
Hey,
said that
mama.
website didn't crash. She was trying to draw people out of their arse for some joggers from Wally World,
I
and
know
that
you
is
told
why
me prayers,
the website
mama.
crashed, because when that payment came in for the month that it came up, she couldn't afford to pay for that website, because when they asked for the server money, they was like she couldn't pay it because nobody was going to pay for that damn shit. We still have not seen anybody on
Listen.
social media that is not like a celebrity wearing anything from She by Sheree. So
Well, we went from high fashion,
to know
Paris
that.
Fashion Week to no fashion. No, and I know you taught me how to pray, mama. I just have to, tell the truth about these people. And the fact of the matter is, that's why he running around with Atlanta trying to find somebody else. Martel wants a sugar mama. Martel wants a woman that's a boss that can put him on. Okay, that can put him on. He ain't trying to put you on or build up nothing. He wants to stand behind you while you do all the work, and meanwhile he takes all the credit. And both of them lazy. Two lazy people don't make a power couple. Lazy plus lazy don't equal power.
Two lazy
It
people can't
equal
even make a
broke.
bed to lay in because they're too lazy to then
It
make the damn
equal
bed.
broke. And you talking about wanting him to move to Atlanta, girl, for what?
For what?
For what?
And California Cutie, there's no way possible that Sheree's a sugar mama because she don't have no sugar to give to anybody. Okay, so she cannot be a sugar mama. Let's move on to Kenya.
Sugar
Reveals.
mama. She ain't even got no sugar packets.
Okay, she
She
didn't got
ain't got no sweet and low.
sweet and
She
come
ain't
on,
got no equal,
no Splenda.
no splendor. Okay, that coffee is all black with nothing in it. She ain't even got no cream, no cup.
She ain't got no honey from a damn beehive because the bees don't even want to live in her backyard.
Sure.
She don't have none of that. So absolutely not.
But I wasn't mad at them for not for none of what they said. It's all true. It's giving factual. It's giving. Listen, you not about to come on here on the RHOA platform and build this man up like he's not what he is. Like we're not gonna
Mhm.
do that. Those are women who see what it is, and if the man is a dog, the man is a dog.
So let's move to Kenya. She reveals that Martel Lightweight tried to talk to her via Instagram. She shows Kandi the DM. Kandi accepts the DM, but there's no message because Martel had deleted it. She says she wouldn't talk to him because every time Martel even looks at a woman, they become pregnant. But Sheree doesn't have any more periods, so she doesn't have any of that to worry about. Now, Kenya, you was on your shit with that read, and I love that part. Um, Kandi says she's trying to finish. Wait, Kenya's mentioned she heard Todd and Kandi arguing the other day. Kandi says he's trying to finish this movie. He feels like she's not making time to help him, but he always makes time to help her. He's written multiple movies he wants Kandi to produce, but she doesn't have time to produce his little movies. And I did add a little part to it. He wants her and two other writers to get together and go over the scripts at 11. The day of, he tells her that he has the table read at 4, and she's mad because he didn't want to change the time for her, but he changed it for them. Kandi breaks down about time making her the problem. What you got?
I feel like, girl, once again, this comes with time management. The same way Don Juan said that
Mhm.
Todd helped build up your empire. Hey, Miss Ree, the same way uh, Don Juan had said that Todd helped build up your empire. Help him build up his too. The same way he's helping and adding to your dream, help add to his too. Like I'm pretty sure Todd want to have something of his own. I'm pretty sure Todd tired of people playing with him and playing with his name like he wasn't nobody before he was with Kandi. Now, granted, we didn't know him, but the people behind the scenes, I want y'all to know, make their money.
Hmm.
They make their money. Was he millionaire status like Kandi? But y'all no, but y'all acting like she just went pick somebody up off the street corner who had no job, no skill. And so I feel like how can he when he always makes time for you, your dreams and what you want to do, he takes on the extra when you want to do extra, why you can't do the same for him? Like why the same way when he pulled back a little bit of what he want to do to help support you, why you can't pull back a little bit to help support him?
I got a question now.
What's the
In
question?
defense of my friend, well, not my friend, but of Kandi. Everything that Kandi did by herself, she didn't do it with Todd. So I think that Todd's own ventures, she shouldn't have to be there for that because that's his venture.
Okay, but that
Yes,
was
yeah. Hold
but
on, hold on, hold on. Yes, her name does carry a lot for him and the things that he's trying to do, but she did the thing that she did to get what she got by herself. So Todd should not expect Kandi to every time he does want to do something, for her have to put down what she got going on because Kandi been working before Todd. She gonna work after Todd if Todd ever leaves, and I think that Todd needs to at this point, like you've done things by yourself too. So when you're making your movies, like do that shit. Like this let her like promote it for you, whatever. But don't sit there and like make her feel bad because she's not there. The thing they did together, yes, I could see him being upset about that. But this is your own project.
it is his project, but I still feel like she wasn't into producing prior to him. He's the one who added that to her portfolio. So if you can produce everything else, then why you can't produce for your husband? That's money
But
coming
look
in
what they
y'all
got.
household, right?
But look what they got out of what they produced together. They have a Oscar nomination and is it a Tony nomination? So I mean that goes for both of them. But
I
when you're
mean,
doing
I
your own
listen.
thing, like
I understand that.
Todd has to stand up and do his own thing.
Guess what? But the same way you say it goes for both of them, whose name are we hearing about getting the awards? You don't hear Ty Tucker naming it,
You don't hear his
even
name,
though
but the
he's
award will go to both of them because he was a
even
part
though
of that.
he's I don't see nothing wrong with it. It to me it can't be one way. It can't be him always supporting you. We see Ty dropping off the key. I think it's more than just the plays. I think it's the frustration. We don't have no family time. We don't have, she's always booked and busy. And so at some point in time, maybe he's looking at that as another way for them to get time together. I don't, I don't know, but I feel like the same way we see him pushing and pulling and imparting into her, we don't ever really see it too much the other way around. And when you think about all of this man have to deal with, especially from her mama, girl, get that man a few little time and read that little script. Read that little script while you riding that Z.
Well, no, but she wanted to have a meeting with them. Real quick, Ricky said they're producing partners in these movies. She has to make time for things that they're producing together. No, she said these are his movies. So this wasn't a producing partner. He wants her to be a producer on it, but she never. From what I heard, from what she said, she's not a producing partner. He wants her to be one, but she doesn't have time to do that, which makes sense because Kenny's doing a lot of stuff.
Well, you know what? If
So
that's the case, I would find somebody else
he
to
should.
produce it. I would find, if I was tired, this is how to be. That's fine. I would find somebody else to produce it. And then when I find somebody else to produce it, they will forevermore produce my projects. And you do what you got going on. I'm going to do what I have going on. And it's going to stay separate. And don't ask me to put nothing I have to the side to support what you got going on. And I'm not asking you to put nothing to the side and support me and my little projects. We're gonna keep it separate. I'm not adding any more to your empire and don't add any more into mine. Like if it's a one-way street, if you so booked and busy that you can't help me, but I'm still helping you,
But
then no,
okay,
it's not gonna be a one-way thing. If that's the case, keep it separate. Keep it
but I
separate.
feel like this
You
though. I
run
feel
what
like
you run in your neighborhood, and I'm gonna run what I run in my neighborhood, and that way we don't have to have no problems. Because when you work together and you have all of that going on, it then begins to create problems within the marriage, right, and in the
right.
home because you're not separating the work from the business. So what I would do, I would get somebody else to produce my projects. I'm gonna work on my projects. I'm gonna have my reading tables, my reading moments, and then what all your projects are is your projects. And when we have the time to make it work, then we have the time to make it work.
Um, I wanted to read a comment. Someone said, someone just said Broadway wasn't working for her. Kandi, that's Sheree. Nobody cares what Sheree said. She's nominated for Oscar and Tony. So Sheree can. Chateau Thelma not working for her. Okay, and neither was she by Sheree.
Shout to
We
Thelma
cannot listen
should
to
not talk
Sheree
about
about
nobody
what's working
business
for
endeavors.
anybody because Sheree, nothing that Sheree does work for her at all. So we cannot talk about what Sheree is even saying at all until we get somebody wearing She by Sheree, and it actually is She by Sheree. Um, Mary Broussard said Kandi was independent for so long she doesn't know how to work. And I think that's I'm with you on that. I think that's very true. But also Todd has to find a place to stand on his own too. When it comes down to it, because Kandi, it's almost like they didn't come into a relationship with nothing and then grew together. Kandi had a lot already, and then Todd came and Todd had stuff that was going on already too, but not as much as Kandi. So like he can't expect her to like stop and do what he wants.
I'm not saying for her to
I'm
stop.
not saying you saying that. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying like he wants her to like stop and like be apart, but that's not been Candy's life. So like he can't really expect that from her.
Okay, but I think he's okay. I get what you're saying, but I think he's expecting back what he's put in. I think he's expecting back from her what he gives to her. Does he not help her with what she has going on?
He
Has
does.
he not added out of her mouth, out of Don Juan's mouth?
Hmm.
Candy wasn't thinking about producing no plays and none of that prior to Todd.
Well, I don't know if that's true, but I mean, I can see why you said that though.
You know what I'm saying? Like even when she did A Mother's Love, it was the play based on the relationship with her and Todd that he helped her get into. So I think he is looking for the same thing for her that put that he gives the same way he imports and give her ideas. That's I think that he's looking for the reciprocal. It can't just be all about me giving to you because you big bank Hank, because you big Candy Burris.
I think that she gives to him, but I think that when it comes down to his personal
But
projects,
but let me
like
tell
that's your
you,
personal project.
you
I don't
but
have
you
to be there
can't.
for that.
But if you are my spouse, right, and I'm telling you, hey, I need this from you,
Mhm.
don't say you're giving it to me because you're giving it in the way that you want to give it. Because if the way that you want to give it is not the way that I need it, then it's you're not giving me anything.
So let's okay. So the way I see it is this. Okay, let's talk about YouTube, right? Let's say that I have my channel, you have your channel, right?
Hmm.
Our channels are thriving, we're doing our thing, whatever. And then you get into a relationship with somebody later on, right? You already at what numbers you at? I'm numbers that I'm at, but then like you got like your numbers that you have, like you start your channel. Now I've been bringing you over here on my channel, doing your thing, so people know who you are. You've gained the following. You've gained, what you need to watch what you got going on. I should not be expected to go to your channel every time you do something because my personal channel is my personal channel. So I do my thing over here personally.
I
You are
understand
responsible
that.
for what you got going on. So that's what I'm just saying. Like I just think that Todd
Well,
needs to
I don't think that's what it is. I think Todd does projects without Candy, and I think for like to me it makes sense.
the movie.
If I'm writing the movie and my wife is the producer and my wife is taking on producing, right?
Mhm.
And we are taking care of all these people. Well, she's taking care of all of these people, but it's we because the two are one. So they are taking care of all these people. Why not leave the money in house? Why go out and pay somebody else to do what my wife can do when we can make all the money you gave me? I wouldn't expect you to be on my channel every time. I don't always make it to every live you have. Sometimes I'm working, sometimes I'm asleep. Sometimes I ain't get the notification and I ain't know. I don't expect that. And I don't think what he's asking is unreasonable. I think the fact of the matter is Kandi is Kandi, and we're gonna respect that she's Kandi.
Mhm.
But Ty didn't marry. He knew who she was when he married her, but he also married the person he knew beyond the fame and what we know. And I don't think that she gives in the same way that he gives, and people feel like, well, he just have to respect it because she's Kandi. But we're not gonna act like
Because she's
because she's
busy.
Kandi, he hasn't helped.
Because
He,
she's busy. if they have a joint venture together, yeah, she's there for that because they decided to do it together. But if you have your own project,
Oh,
like that's your project. Like you have to do that on your own. If I had time to do that, yes, I can do that part. And I made time for the joint stuff that you want to do. If that wasn't the case, like let's not do the joint venture stuff and just focus on my independent stuff because it makes more time. Okay, I got you. But it makes more time for me to do things that I want to do, and then Candy can pitch in on that stuff because she's not obligated for that because like she has they have those restaurants together. Even Candy was like, I didn't even that wasn't my thing. I didn't want to do that, but that was Todd's idea. So for me, I feel like she's giving him the time, she's giving him the space to do stuff, and it's not fair for him to like every time he does a project, she has to be involved. Like you got to pull your big boy britches up and like do your own thing without Candy sometimes because she has other things she has to do. Period. Barb Meets World says, I see both sides. She's booked and busy, but he married Kandi, not Kandi entertainer. And I see that part. I see that. Jennifer says, "Oh Lord, that example just gives me PTSD." Princess says, "I agree. She likes control. I don't know who said she likes control, but I don't think that's true. You can't be too busy to hold your marriage together. The business is not their marriage. That's business." And Todd's business, their business together, and Candy's business are three different things. So that should not be her. Like, she's not responsible for what Todd is doing. That's Todd's business. Mary Basara says she can't separate Kandi the entertainer from Kandi the housewife. I don't know why you guys are. What's going on, Louisiana? Chick 318. They'll be right back. I don't know why you guys are like really putting them together like they have to be just one person in business. Their marriage, yes. In business, no. Their business stuff they do together, that's their thing. But when they have different things, because Ken definitely said that was his thing. He's written scripts for many movies. She wasn't a part of that. That's not her thing. So that's not her thing. That's his stuff. So I don't understand why Kandi has to make time. And then even in this thing that we were just talking about right now, she was saying that he wanted her to be available at 11 o'clock. But then when he had the meeting, it was at 4 o'clock because everybody else wasn't available. And she was mad about that because Todd was not giving her the space to be there at a later time, but he gave other people the space for that. So then for me, it seems like he has more expectations out of Kandi in his business ventures than he does for anybody else. And that's not fair. And I think maybe because I've been in this space a lot, like I understand this, but I don't think that Candy's wrong. The difference, I don't think Todd would have married her if she wasn't Kandi the entertainer. That's just my opinion. I'm gonna move on, Jennifer, from that. What's going on, Mims? I feel like Todd is still trying to prove that he can make money, and I'm with you on this, Mims. He should be comfortable playing the back position. I know a VP who makes the money and her husband raises the kids. I'm with you on this, Mims. And the reason why I'm with you on this is because, again, she doesn't have to be involved in everything that he does. Like, to be honest, he does not. Look at your everyday relationships that you have now, like people who are in them. We're not involved in our partners' relationships every day. Yes, we might do stuff together, but when I go to my job at the school, my partner's not there. If I had one, he's not at my job, but when we come together and do stuff together, like that's very different. Kandi should not be obligated to what Todd has going on. That's not fair. Person said the business spills over into the relationship. That's why it doesn't. They have their. I don't know what I'm saying. Y'all are missing. It doesn't. They have business ventures together. Kandi does her thing and he does his thing. So that's not how that works. Difference. I don't think he would have went through all of this ish with Mama Joyce if he didn't see them $. And the last one is Kimmy Nicole says Todd is acting out. He needs something but doesn't know how to express it. Now I can see that, Kimmy Nicole.
You know what? I think Todd wants to have something of his own, meanwhile still wanting to do something with his wife. And I think you get more time with Kandi. I think they have more time when they're working together. When they're working separately, you know what I'm saying? She's gone.
Yeah.
And she's gone.
That makes sense.
So them working together on a project means more time for them together. If she's not making the time for the home life because she's booked and busy, then that's less time. It's him and the kids, which I mean, hey, it's him and his kids. That's his kids. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But don't force me into something now.
whatever. But no, what I'm saying is I think it's a combination. This is my personal opinion. I think it's a combination of they get more time together when they work together. Also him needing I mean, listen, the same way women capitalize when they marry somebody who have a name like Kandi behind the project, to me, puts more eyes on what he's trying to do. And let's not act like this man is tired of everybody playing him like he's just some bum off the street. You know
But
what I'm
I mean,
saying?
your wife's not doing that, and like, don't put what people are saying on you on your wife.
No,
For
I'm
me,
not
that like
saying that, but
this
listen,
is
but
very
let's not,
toxic.
but we're not gonna act like Kandi don't. Y'all about to be mad at me, but
Kimmy and Nicole, do you have Mims blocked?
I'm gonna I'm gonna just say it like, no, she don't come out and say it, and fans know. I don't believe that they should have to address everything fans say. But when you let your mama continue to say it and you make excuses of, oh, that's my mama, so my mama can say whatever she want to say. Meanwhile, she's very disrespectful and condescending to your husband. You co-sign it.
Wait. Say it again. Say it again. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying, like you said, that's the fan saying it, not Kandi saying it. And I was like, you right. And I don't feel like Kandi have to respond to everything that the fans are saying, right? Because fans be off. You know what I'm saying? Even us, we up here giving our opinion. But I'm saying when you don't put a hold on your mama and you let your mama continuously disrespect this man, like you kind of co-signing that he's less than, because I don't care, your mama or not, Joy should not be able to say the things that she say continuously and it be okay, and he just have to take it.
Now why am I in it?
And you could have did
Now
it.
see how I get drawn
because
into
you
it?
never
I ain't even did
apologized.
that.
Mama just said even said nothing. She ain't part of this conversation.
No, but what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. Don't try to do that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, listen, everybody know Aunt Bertha is my favorite. But the fact of the matter is it all plays into, I'm saying that to say it all plays. You got people saying that, you got family saying that. It all plays into
Y'all have
how
to
he's
understand
feeling.
boundaries, and that's the thing. You have to understand boundaries. Candy's personal life is like her personal business stuff should never be Todd's personal business stuff. When they do business together, because even when he did OLG, that was Todd's idea. She said that multiple times. So for me, when he's doing his movies, that's Todd's thing. It's not Candy's responsibility. If I ever like, I've been through this before, so that's probably why I'm a little passionate about it. It's not my responsibility for your own personal.
It is not. It is not.
Even
All
if
I'm
even
saying
if
is
I have the
it would
bigger
not.
name, even if I have the bigger part of this where I can make it work, I will come on and show up. When the premiere happens, I would say, you know what, I'll put my standpoint at y'all, come watch it. But if this is your personal thing, like, you gotta do something outside of me, period. And I feel like that's unfair to Kandi because they have the things together. But you cannot expect me every time that you do something to drop everything I'm doing to do stuff for you. Like, I don't feel like that's right. I want to read some comments. Cindy sees here. What's going on, Cindy? She said, but I understand why Kandi can't compromise too. She has compromised, in my own opinion. This is my own opinion. A real diamond says, "Hey everyone, what's going on, Deb? You wearing looking awesome. Oh, thank you so much. What's going on?" Mim says, Kimmy then voted everybody off the island except so. Wait.
Oh God, Kimmy, what you doing to Mims? Hey Mims.
Mim said that he can't see her comments. I think that she blocked him.
He might can't see her comments because she was in my chat.
Oh, that's probably why. Because you're in my chat and then she's in Nola's chat. That's probably why. So yes. Princess says she is complacent with the Todd. What's that word?
Degradation.
Girl, give me some simple words. Todd said he feels like he had to continue to work and prove himself. That's not her fault. Okay, yeah. So we're y'all. If you don't know, we're live on Nola's channel and my channel. So you probably don't see everybody in the chats or whatever. But yes. So and Norris is over there. Hey Norris.
Hey, Norris.
Randy says Kandi works like she's going broke and takes gigs that are out of state so much that it's starting to reflect and have an effect on her family life. Now I do agree with you on this. But I just think that Kandi, again, is not her own home. Like she's taking care of a lot of people.
Them
And I
people
think
need to start taking care of themselves.
what people are missing that. I think
I'm
when
not
people
missing
so
that
long,
part. But when it starts to affect the
though, you don't
kids,
know. You don't
no. Listen, let me tell you something. Family is everything, right?
understand.
Family is everything. And that was fine once upon a time. But when you stepped out and you created your own family outside of that family, the family that you create comes first. So when it starts affecting the family that you went out and chose to create, you chose to get married, you chose to have more kids. When it start affecting them, then listen, if the reason why she is working so hard is because she's taking care of so many people, them grown people gonna need to start taking care of themselves because this is what comes first. I love my family with all my heart and will do anything for any one of them. But when it comes down to them or my children, it's my children because that is ultimately my responsibility. So if that's the reason why she's working so hard, them grown people going to have to start footing a bill on their own.
But I feel like she's been doing.
Make
I
them
feel like
happy.
she's
You
been doing
can't
for so
testify
long.
forever.
I feel like she's been doing it for so long, like she doesn't know how to stop. And y'all see me keep doing this, because I feel like hold on real quick. If y'all can see me keep doing this, because I keep feeling like I have my glasses on. So I keep trying to move the glasses up and they're not there. So if I keep doing this, y'all, it's because I think I got my glasses on.
Can I speak a little facts though? Just for a minute. Let me tell you something. Amen. Bless God today. If you are being taken care of financially from someone and you start to see that it is weighing on their family outside of you and it is weighing on their children, you do not continue to be selfish. Get your ass up and you go make a way for yourself. You
Yes.
don't ruin somebody's family.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't do that. You don't continue to take. Meanwhile, when it's all done, well, if Todd decides that you know what, this is too much, I decide to leave. Guess what? Them same people gonna be with her dog and Todd while going ahead having their money out. And you know who's gonna be sad by it? You know who's gonna be hurt by it? Kandi. And you know what's gonna happen when you ask why you didn't have time for us. You didn't have time. When those kids get older and they be like Riley and say you didn't have time for us, and then if you still on Housewives, YouTube or wherever you at, you gonna be up here crying with a tissue saying I was working hard to give them the best life. But kids want your time and they want your love too. They don't just want your money. I can't stand me. Call him Kenzo Siak Harvey. Okay. That's why you be wearing them hoochie daddy shorts, ma'am, so you can get flued out. I'm just saying, at some point in time,
let's move on.
let's
We
move
not
on
even
because
halfway through yet. Let's move on.
it hurt my little heart. It hurt my little heart to hear Ace crying. Then they want to show the KFC commercial. He needed to have some sauce on that nugget saying, "Mommy, will you take less jobs and help me with my homework? You get the nugget." But I think, listen, I think Kandi is awesome, but I think if you know you have a problem with balance, like she said, she has a problem with balancing it, then you need to start working on balance. And that's the last thing I have
And
to
stop
say.
getting flued out and find you a flight attendant who'll put you on the companion passes. Forget them people who can't do it. Words from So Dead. Okay. Let's move on to the next part. We asked Sanya. Her family's at her house. She's planning a birthday party for her husband. Sanya hired her sister's husband on to be her assistant because he can't find work in real estate. Her sister feels like Sanya doesn't respect boundaries. Her sister was like very adamant about that. Her sister was like, I like the sister. She doesn't give him her personal time. She always looking for something for him to do. Sanya is using the family and they're using her as well. Her sister is not having Sanya's shit. Well, how you felt this part?
Um, I felt like get your own house for 3,000, Alex. Get your own place to stay for 3,000. Now, I do agree. What is saying you're doing that she needs a 24-hour assistant? I'm not even being shady. I just don't know much about Rusty Goals. So what is she doing that off time isn't off time, and when it's time to have dinner, we gotta still discuss business? Like, no. But the thing is, y'all all live there. First of all, y'all need it's too many people up in their house. And you can tell Ross was disgusted because he got up and he walked out. He was like, let me go get my child. But the fact of the matter is, it's so many people up in their house. Hey,
Mhm.
Foxy, how are you, my love? It's so many people in their house. And I
There's
think
way
I
too many
think
people in
that's
that
another
house.
combination of when you work together and you live together, it begins to create problems. And I think Sanya feels like y'all living in my house, I'm paying you so you work whenever I want and you do what I want you to do. And the sister ain't having it.
Ranton said Senya wants other people in her house, in her home. They couldn't leave if they wanted.
Listen, I wouldn't want all of them people in my house.
She does. I mean, Sanya sing.
I
It's
don't like her.
cringeful to watch it, to see it, because she's like my mom, my dad are my managers. My brother-in-law is my assistant. My sister does my hair. The kids scrub my feet. The dog has to go and like cut the grass.
Not the dog.
Like Sanya putting everybody to work. Ross has to have sex with me because if you ain't in this house, if you in this house, you got to work. Period.
Is Ross still driving those cars out in San Antonio, Austin, wherever it was? Because I need to go ahead and order me a ride. hmm And I want to request Ross. Is he still? They still got the car service. They still got the car service here in Texas. I'm just, I just want to ride. I just want to ride and look. 'Cause Ross looked like the type of man that you know he smell good. Like it's something about a man that smell good. You know when you be in the streets and a
Mhm.
man walk past and you just like you want to go follow the scent. He looked like he smell good, but I feel like it's too many people in the house. Some people need to go.
It's way too many people in the house.
Them
I
people need to
I
go.
could
The
I could
husband look
do it.
like he ready for him to go. The mom and the daddy look like I ain't going nowhere, and the sister look like I'm sick of your shit and I ain't about to pretend with you for this show.
Oh, we missed. I missed something. I just want to play it real quick. I know you're gonna hate it, but I need to play it because it was a part of the story about when they had the conversation with Candy and the
Mims,
girls. They were calling.
Mims, I'm not gonna be trying to ride. I'm just gonna ride in a back seat. I got a vivid imagination.
Well, I want to put this up because they were calling Martel a thirst trap, and I forgot to put this up here, so I just want to put it up here. Martel is a thirst trap, and I forgot to put this up here. Um, it's thirst trap for me. Okay, I enjoyed every part of this part. Um, I did pull up my home pictures,
Off with his head.
but I did want to pull up the thirst trap pictures of Martel for everyone to see who don't know.
Off with his head. His mother should have never birthed him.
And exactly what head are we talking about? Okay, let me take them down.
Both of them. Both of them. Cut them both off. I actually feel like his daddy should have shot him in the toilet.
I'm glad he did.
He should have. He's a waste.
Dev, I'm sorry you were making me.
Sue him. Make sure if that picture made anyone sick, that was courtesy of So Debonair.
See, I'm all I'm saying. That's
Make
all
sure y'all sue him.
That's all I'm saying. The
Thank
bank
you,
needs
Kimmy.
to pull it up.
Is he still
Yeah, I
around the
heard more
ATM?
girls were trying
The bank
it.
been
It
spilling the
was happening.
Sukiana. I heard more girls was trying it. No, I ain't know. I'm a little more refined than Sukiana.
All right, let's get to this. I forgot to pull that part
I
up.
like
Okay.
Suki with the good coochie, but baby, I keep my coochie tails to myself. I'll never tell.
Well, you told me.
I'll never tell.
You told me.
Shh.
Anyway, let's go back. So we get to Candy. Trying to have
You
family
start
time.
you start
Todd
trying
won't
to
stop
have one when
working.
you get
His
grown.
team isn't respecting the time either. So this part here, I really thought this was very disrespectful. because Kandi was, she was at home with the kids. They were cooking or whatever, and she like Todd was working, and then she's like, singing a song, like whatever she was thinking about them not working, whatever. And then he's like, I got to the phone because my wife and my kids are here, and it was like, well, can we do over the last scene? He's like, we can go over the last scene. That team is the problem. Todd's team is the problem. Because why would they, if he told them they had to get the phone, why would you even ask him to go over another damn scene? Did you forget this part? Remember this part?
They're trying to get the last scene done for the project that she doesn't want any parts of, so he has to work.
It wasn't the last scene. It wasn't the last scene of the project. They wanted one more scene after he told them.
Okay, one more last scene. Listen, at the end of the day, it was good for the geese, it's good for the gander, and we're not gonna act like there was never several scenes over the past few seasons since they've been married that he have been trying to have family time a long time, and Don Juan and everybody else that came busting up in there, and she stopped doing what they was doing for him. Like, we're not gonna do it. So now you mad because you getting a taste back of what you do? It's okay. That was the perfect example of it's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when I do it. Because if Don Juan need to call her and ask about anything, it doesn't matter about family time. She's going to pick up an answer. So her business is more important than his business. But you just said he need to get his own business.
No, because she asked him, like, he was like, he wanted to meet at 11. He said no. And then he changed it for them at 4 o'clock. So at 4 o'clock they meeting, and she's like, it's supposed to be the family time. That's what we agreed on. And then all of a sudden, he got to get the phone. But then the team, first of all, you don't fuck about marriage. Absolutely fucking not. Y'all might be at home doing what y'all got going on, but you have to fuck about that marriage. Because if my wife said, if I told you that I got this phone, ain't no with the next scene. No, we're done. Click. It's over. Come go for it.
But where's the same energy about effing up a marriage when it comes to Don Juan, when it comes to Joyce, when it comes to everybody else who interrupt whatever they got going on, when it comes to all the disrespect?
Joyce has nothing to do with that.
No.
About the team. Don Juan, yes, I'm there with Don Juan.
You're saying the team, and you're saying it's disrespectful, and you're saying that, we have this time, and that Todd was wrong and Todd's team was wrong. But I'm saying we have seen countless of times when it has been the other way around. If it's wrong for one, it's wrong for the other, is what I'm saying.
I don't feel that way because, again, Kandi has had this life for a very long time, since a teenager up until now. Todd is not. So it doesn't make sense to watch this for me. And I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Like, it's wrong on both sides. It's wrong. But for me, one person is very used to this without their relationship. The other person is not. And I'm not letting nobody come into my relationship.
Because she's who she is, and she has the bigger name, then he should respect that that's her life. But she shouldn't respect where he trying to go with it
because
either.
He came in on that, though. He came in on that.
He came in on what? Doing production?
That's what her life was like.
Okay, but guess what? Production was what his life was that she came in on too. So respected both ways. Respected both ways. No, go ahead. No.
I don't
We're not gonna say because she's Kandi Burruss, it's okay for her team to come in upset because that's who Todd married, as if Todd wasn't doing production prior to marrying Kandi. The same way, granted, his stuff was not as big as hers, and I understand that. But the same way, we gonna respect that Kandi was who she was, respect that he was who he was when it came down to production and this, that, and the third. No. We're not gonna do that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna agree to disagree.
Well, yeah, because we're gonna agree to disagree because we be here till midnight arguing.
But
it's
wrong on both ends. We're not gonna come to an agreement on this.
We're not gonna come to an agreement because we're not gonna say it's okay. We're not gonna say it's okay for Kandi and her team to interrupt, put Todd, the kids, and everybody else aside when they need to get something done. But then when his team trying to get something done, they wrong and disrespectful. If that's disrespectful of him towards her, then that's disrespectful of her towards him. If this is the kind of allowances we make with family time, then this is the kind of allowances. The allowances can't be okay for her, but then wrong for him. No.
I think y'all have to understand the life of a person who is in the industry. And I guess because I've grown up around that, because I don't know if a lot of people know that. I think I've said it before.
I'm like Lataco at this moment. I don't have any understanding.
Well, let me help you get some understanding. So I grew up in a family around this because my uncle sung back up for Luther Vandross. I've been in the media for years, so like that stuff came first for me. When people dated me, yes, I mean your stuff was a part of this, but you knew what it was before you got here. So yes, y'all all feel this way because you don't like you might not have been in that place, but the reality is that Kandi has been in this business mode in her entire life, and AJ didn't have a problem with it before he passed away. And then we get Todd. Todd knows what it's like, but Todd wants something for Kandi. But this is your own shit, sir. Like you got to do your own thing. But
Okay,
let's.
so he was doing his own thing.
Listen. We've been through this a million times. We don't agree on it. So let's
Yeah,
move on
we're
to the
not
next
gonna
part.
agree because there's no way you're gonna get me to say that it's okay for her crew to come in and be disrespectful and bust up family time, and meanwhile he have to adhere to it. That's like saying he has to take the subservient role and be less than and don't give a damn and jump every time she say jump because it's Kandi. So when she want family time, we got to stop because she want family time. What about all the times that they want family time? Let's move on
And
to the
what she
next
didn't want
scene.
the kids wanted family time.
Okay,
But
well,
let's
guess
move.
what?
Let's move on. Let's
Guess
move on. Let's
what,
move
Mo?
on. Let's
Now we
move on.
got it. Him and the kids have family time all the time. Go help Ace with his homework. Next scene. And I love them both, and I don't want to see them end up in no divorce or nothing like that. But it got to be equal on both ends, and that man get treated bad enough as less than by everybody else. He don't need to be treated less than by his wife. That's bullshit.
Now AJ was for the streets,
He was.
and they
Come,
agree with you. So I mean, okay, no,
come on,
we just
guacamole and quesadillas.
so we get to Marlo's house. The boys made tacos. Marlo
Oh,
was
I thought
trying to
that was
convince us,
quesadillas.
huh?
I thought it was quesadillas. Whatever it was, I was happy to see the boys looking happy and healthy. They don't look put out.
They drained me.
So Marlo was eating the kids.
I'll be good. I'll be good. I'll be good. I ain't causing no more confusion.
I'm sorry. All right. So they made quesadillas or tacos. Marlo is
She was tired. The dead wore her out.
Marlo is trying to convince us and herself that she loves her nephews. She says, Michael and William, those are my boys. I can read this to be like to be serious.
What is wrong with you?
Because this was so much bullshit. Like I just can't read it and be serious. So Marlo says, Michael and William, those are my boys that are not going anywhere. This is forever. And I'm like, you kicked them out last season. Like, what are you talking about? So that's not even true. She said that she slept all day because she was tired.
They drained me.
Um, she slept all day because she was tired. I feel like I lost my place at this point. She told her nephew to stop eating so much cheese, or he's going to be constipated. I don't know what constipated is, but she said that the doorbell rang and Marlo raced out of the room so fast to get into that door. Now I feel like she raced away from them deaf kids. It almost seemed. I'll say that part. The life coach is at the door. They talk about Marlo kicking the boys out.
They drained me.
And Michael reads his script and says, "We were having problems too. She put a lot of stress on all of us." He says we were having a lot of problems too. She puts a lot of stress on them, but he tells her it's okay, and that's bullshit. Then William reads his script, but he can't remember what the fuck he's supposed to say. But he forgot his lines. How do you feel about this scene? You know, I'm pulling the pictures that you sent me for this. So we got this one. What order did you want me going in for this?
Child.
They drained me.
That's how I felt about this scene. It drains me. The best part about this scene was the food. Um, the best part about it is the food. So I feel like if she has a life coach to help her and the boys, then
Mhm.
that's what she needs to have. Um, I felt I was more troubled by the fact that their mama had got out the clanker and called to see
And
about her churn.
me
Like
too.
that and them big old earrings that Marlo had sitting on her ears like this in in the confessional. That
It's
other than that,
probably
this really
because
said listen.
the kids.
They drained me.
That was the thing. That was the thing for me. And once again, it kind of like tone deafness, right?
Yes. Hmm.
For me, for Marlo, like you keep saying things to embarrass these churn. Like
Yeah.
the world didn't need to know that their mama got out the jail and then try to check on them and see where they was at and what they was doing. I just
Hmm.
feel like she uses them for a storyline and she using them more, not calling them with her trifling ass to make herself look better by saying, but she ain't gotta call these my boys, these my babies. No, they're still trifling.
I'm with you. You want to move on to the next part? So
I'm
that was
I'm
it.
I'm
It
I'm
wasn't a lot for
it
this. It was
wasn't a
just.
lot. I mean, what's your family motto? Did you come up with a family?
They drained me.
I ain't gonna never forget that part. All right, so we get to Sanya and Sheree. So hold on, let me pull up because I know you gave me these two. Wait, is it was other picture here? Oh, did you was someone with this? Did you want it?
Yes. Why are them earrings so big like that? My
I
God.
don't know. That was concerning for me.
I feel like her ears about to be split. You remember the old ladies used to see with them big old earrings and now they earlobe split. That's
Hmm.
what I feel like is going on with her. Like, why is that so big?
They sit on her shoulders.
It's unnecessary.
It's very unnecessary. All right, so we have that. Let me pull up the other one because we go to the next scene. Oh, not on this. So we get to the workout scene with these women. Sheree and Sanya. So they work out together. They work out together. Sanya tells Sheree about her blowing up at her home with her sister. She's interrupted by the new girl Courtney at the door. Do I have to do it on this one? I think so. Here's Courtney. Um, Courtney looks annoying to me. She has a marketing consulting company and a jewelry brand. They have smoothies and champagne, which I didn't think that even went together. Sheree invites Courtney to Sanya's husband's party. It's a Harlem Nights theme, but don't buy a costume. Courtney doesn't really know Marlo. Sanya sent the invite to Drew, but Ralph RVP. Courtney said Kandi seems cool. They had been in similar circles. Courtney thinks it's interesting that Kandi was calling around asking people about Courtney because her, asking about her because she was telling people that she was friends with her. She wants to know why Kandi is concerned about her. Um, Sheree's fashion makes it about, in normal fashion, Sheree makes it about her. She says that Kandi has a lot of time on her hands these days. She's calling around about Courtney, but then she's also making these memes about her. I think she meant reels. The only time Kandi is not talking about people or Sheree is when she's eating or sucking dick, but not in the locker room. Sanya clears her name. She says that her and Katie are good. Courtney asks about Sheree's glow and does it have anything to do with Martel? And then she said they don't have any labels.
This whole scene was tied, delayed, and denied. Okay? Yes, tied, delayed, and denied. It gave me the sad, the pitiful, and the thirsty. The busted, the disgusted, and the trying so hard. Now I ain't gonna lie, I like them boots too. Them boots was cute, but first of all, we're not gonna act like you were not coming on this show, and all the girls are gonna ask about somebody who is coming in and being on the show. Like,
Right.
let's not act like that, girl. Candy wasn't seeking you out. Candy ain't seeking out her own family right now. She ain't seeking out her own husband right now. So therefore, girl, Candy wasn't. Girl, she doing too much. But I told you I wasn't gonna like her when we did the looks and she had on that clam for a dress. I told you, you never touch people, you never trust people who wear clams and pleats in the same outfit.
I don't like this girl, Courtney.
I don't either.
Like I'm already over her, and she ain't been here for a whole episode. Child, why put Ralph's party? This is saying his husband's party. You ready to move on?
I'm ready. They got nothing.
What is saying his husband's name?
Ross.
Ross. I put Ralph.
Ross.
Okay, so we're at Ross's party. Everyone is getting ready for the party. Kenya has sat at the bar. She's at the bar pretty low. Okay, let me pull this up too. I do have this. Oh, oops. Nope, 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 nope. All right. So Kenya arrives.
Good. I
She's
like it.
I love Kenya's look. She looks amazing. She set the bar pretty low for the event because of the dry beef patties and the party decor from Party City that Sanya had before. You want to stop here and talk about Kenya's look?
I think she looks gorgeous. That's all I can say. She looked absolutely gorgeous to me. I I was tickled by the dry beef patties.
Yes, she looks amazing, and the Party City decorations. And then we were supposed to get Drew, but we got Ralph.
Another tie. Another man out here giving out sexually transmitted demons. Another man messing up your pH balance. Another man who daddy should have shot him in the toilet before his mama came over. Another.
But also a fine man. Ralph shows
I
up.
feel like you like toxic.
I feel like I like toxicity too as well.
I
I'm
feel
gonna just admit that on this live, so if we do the reviews
yeah,
even more, y'all know
yeah.
I just like toxic men, so we know that.
I feel like you. I'm I'm gonna call for Tune to
But
cleanse your wound.
Ralph shows up without Drew. She wasn't feeling well. There was a crisis in the family. Kenya's like, your wife is the crisis, and you should be with her. But Ralph is more concerned about celebrating with his boy Ross for his 40th birthday. We'll stop here. Do you have anything for that?
Ralph is trifling. Ralph is the same man who bugged the house while he was out with his hoes doing who knows what, wherever he went, whenever he went there. Meanwhile, listening to his wife at the house. Like, Ralph never gives, I support my wife. Ralph never gives, I care anything about my wife. So why are we expecting him to be with his wife in the middle of a crisis?
We don't know.
That's the day that Ralph would ever be there for Drew is gonna rain money from the sky.
Well, they divorced now, so
He's never there. I mean, and she needed to divorce him a long time ago. Ralph is nothing but Ralph is nothing but
they
a
just simply
demon from hell. Okay, that's what he is. He's a demon from hell to set forth the path of destruction in women's lives in the uterus. Don't do it.
Ralph, invite me to Tampa. Um, all right, so then we get to. Oh, I wanted to put up Mayetta because they didn't give Mayetta her own thing. How did you feel about Mayetta's look?
It was dry.
It was dry.
It was dry.
Okay.
It was. I mean, it's a nice headpiece. But I
Look cute.
it was dry. You know, it was maybe just a little seasonal. Ain't have no OB, ain't had no onion powder, ain't had no garlic powder. It wasn't bland, but it wasn't seasoned. I mean, when you look at what Kenya had on, when you look at what even Sheree had on, what Kandi had on, like her and the clam lady, that's her name, clamshell and pleats, that's her name all season.
You know
They
what she reminds me
they
of?
are the weakest links.
You know what she reminds me of? Lily from SWV. Is it giving a no? Yes.
Okay, I can see it.
It's giving me like Lily, to be honest. I feel like she's just a fun person. She probably not gonna be the best fashions, but she seems like a fun person to me. All right, so then we get to Kandi and Todd. They show up. Kandi thinks the party looks nice, but it's not on her level, but it's well put together.
She
What
ain't have
you
to do that shade like that.
think? That's what Kandi has said. So I just want to make sure we give you all of the things that Kandi said. Let's give us the next slide. Oh my God, I keep going to this one. All right, and then we get
I
to
thought Marlo looked absolutely gorgeous,
she
and I
does.
was here for Marlo creep, creep, creeping.
So Marlo shows up.
I was here for Marlo creeping. Marlo is me at the parties.
Yeah, Marlo was a mess. But when she showed up, though, I love her look. I love the bob. The dress was good, but this was like what they gave us, so I just put this part up here. I want to see something real quick because I don't know if I have this one. This next. Oh, I do. Okay. Courtney shows up. She looks
Plain.
basic.
She looked like Miss Dash. She looked like that's what she put on her food, Miss Dash. I'm t- Clamshell and pleats. I knew. Where's the picture of her dress? Where's the picture of her dress in the pic?
Thank you, Jeremy.
Where's the pic? Girl, you see him trying to give y'all a chest, huh?
Yeah.
He trying to show up that
Just a
chest for
little,
y'all
just
to
a
get y'all to watch.
little.
You
Courtney
should have
wasn't
saw him
giving.
when he was in
I feel like
cleats.
she has like a Publix bag in her hand. I don't like the bag. The dress is not giving me a lot.
It's giving
It's
Miss
giving like
Dash.
I'm just basic. Like I went through H&M and got a dress and showed up. You know. It says Marlo decides to stay near the table and try to win money because she doesn't want to be around Kandi. And then we have Sheree and one of my favorite people, Martel. They show up.
If you can't look at that man and see the demons on him, I don't know what's wrong with you.
I think it's the BDE energy, and I feel like I'm liking that. They show up.
I'm trying to figure out where y'all see BDE. I'm searching high and low.
Sheree said it. We just
Let
I
me
said
switch my
Sheree said
glasses. Let me switch my glasses and see. Still
it.
don't
Now,
see
did you
it.
realize? Let me take this down because I don't know if I even have a picture of this. Okay, we
Still
don't.
don't see it.
So, did you realize that that Courtney was saying that Ralph was her cousin?
Hmm. Well, I told you that.
Okay.
Remember we talked about that when we talked about the beginning, and we was giving everybody bio, and it said that she finds out that she's a Ralph's cousin.
Oh, I must have missed that part because I was like busy, like thinking about stuff. But yes, what BDE? I mean, he gives it to me. I'm just saying it simply. He does give it to me. Now, if he does give it to me, I'll let you guys know.
Just
Literal,
simply, does
literal.
SDE stand for Sick Dick Entertainment?
Now, I don't know what that means.
I'm asking. Does it stand for
I think
Sick
it's
Dick
small,
Entertainment?
thick energy.
Oh, oh, I I think
Ranting says is DDE. Now, what is that?
Dirty
Dead
Dick
dick energy?
Energy. Yeah,
Huh?
Dirty Dick Energy. I
Oh,
say it all
dirty.
the time,
See,
and we don't want no Dirty
I
Dick
said dead
Energy.
dicks. I don't even know. Some of y'all know what dead dick is, so they can get it up. Nah, baby, any relationship is 50-50. Okay. So Deb, that means it's a fold. No, I'm not afraid of it. So we learned that Ralph and Courtney are cousins. Now they are. I don't know if they are like kissing cousins or real cousins. Because it seems a little odd to me. Finally, Sanya and Ross show up. They look amazing together.
They did.
I
They
love it.
looked good.
I
Listen,
love this.
listen, baby. I knew she getting her block knocked off.
Yes.
I know it.
And she should have
I
got it
know it.
knocked off like multiple times that night.
Yes, because she looked
Ross
good.
and Sanya are beautiful together to me.
Yes. Yes, I don't like Sanya, but she looked good. She looked good, and they look good together. She better get them people out of the house before she be having problems with that
Please,
man.
well, Ross, that's a storyline this year.
And she need to stop letting him hang
Hang with who?
with Ralph before he be taking trips.
Come on down to Tampa, Ross. Ross,
I'm just saying.
come down with me in the balls. Okay, that's all the reason I got. Okay, so Kenya and Kandi want to know why Martel is there. Kandi says last year Sheree was with community service. This year she's with community penis. I mean property. Sanya says he
Either
doesn't.
way.
Huh?
Either way.
It's the same thing. Sanya says he doesn't want to have an ankle monitor, so she feels like it's an upgrade. Kenya asks if it's official. Martel says yes, they are officially dating. So then why are they friends? What we know right now. Kenya thinks Sheree needs her own reality show. Oh, listen, y'all, I made my own video for this. Let me put it back to the beginning. These are lower expectations. I don't know if y'all seen Mad TV, but they had a segment called Lower Expectations, and this is what they would play. I'll play one more time. These are not expectations for Sheree at all, but Sheree doesn't have high expectations for any man she's ever dated. Um, Kenya, she says, "Watch me date these." She wants to watch me date these, and I'm with her. Marlo brings up Kandi and Courtney about the friend thing. So what you got?
Marlo brings up what Kandi and Courtney about. Listen, I feel like Marlo was getting started, and I'm here for it because I love me a activated Candy baby. I felt like we was getting the slumber party Candy, and I love it, and I'm here for it. I felt like Courtney was doing too much. Like, girl, who
He
you supposed to
was,
be? Candy was like, girl, I never even said that. I
but we
said
we
I
not we,
didn't
we
know.
not we not we not there yet. We're not there yet.
Oh,
We
oh,
want
oh,
Marlo
oh.
talking to her about this
Oh, well, I mean,
because you know Marlo was being messy all night.
I feel like Marlo. Listen, I feel like Marlo was doing what she had to do, but she did. I didn't even get mad at Marlo for it. You know what I'm saying? Like she was doing what she had to do, which is to get the conversation started.
Marlo was being a creep.
I liked
She
it
was
though.
like, "I'm gonna sit behind here and watch y'all talk about this." Girl, did you know that Kandi had said? What did you feel about it? Like Marlo was in behind us. I'm like, girl, what the hell are you doing? She was
I
very
was here for it, and I'm not about to get it started, but I listen. I
so
listen.
we take the commercial break, then we're back. Kandi says that Martel is talking to someone else, as well in Atlanta. Kenya says it's if it's about the dick, let it be about the dick. Now I'm with Kenya on this. If it's about the dick, just girl get the dick. That's it. Now I know you don't feel that way, but I'm with Kenya when she says this. Kandi asks, "What if it's not?" And she says, "Should they say anything?" Um, do you think they should say something to her? Okay, we'll move on. Sheree and this is Courtney to Kenya. Kenya pulls Sheree away from the group to talk. Courtney approaches Kandi. Kandi is like, I don't know this girl from a can of fucking paint. So what is the energy? Mayetta breaks the news. Okay, so let's stop there. So how you felt this first part with Courtney and Kandi? And let's take it
I felt
in the steps that it went through. So at first she said this stuff. Um, Candy's like, I don't really know you. Like, we have mutual friends. How you feel about this?
I feel like Courtney was doing too much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like it was as much as it made it seem. I feel like she does what all the new girls do. I need to come in. I need to make a splash. I need to have a fight with a OG. And the fact that she's buddy with Sheree, it gives me somebody else Sheree brought on the show once again to fight her battles and be her little lapdog.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's giving. I hope Drew have more of those bones that she threw out last year, so she can throw a bone to this hoe because it's tired, it's thirsty. I wasn't here for it. Like, girl, who are you for somebody to be that pressed about you? And if anybody asks for me, if you coming on this show and we get a newbie on the show, I just feel like that's reality TV 101. Who does not ask about the people that's coming on the show? Like, hey girl, you know her, whatever, whatever. They have a mutual friend. They was in a picture. The conversation was eggs, girl. That's what it was. All of this bucking up and bucking up. Shit, Candy should have mushed her. Like, back up.
I would have. And why you choose the lowest brow person to be friends with on the show? Y'all kids might have went to to school together, but you chose Sheree as a friend to come on to fight against Kandi. To me, it didn't make any sense. Mayetta breaks the news to Sheree that Martel was dating someone else in Atlanta. You got anything for this?
When Sheree said he would be dating down if he left me. And I'm like, girl, did you not see his baby mama? That is his pattern. He gets with a queen and then dates down because he cannot handle the queen. He cannot handle the boss. Okay. He cannot handle that. He needs somebody to stroke his ego because he's a wee little man. So he go find somebody who he feels is beneath that, i.e., his baby mama that he said was less than 15%, which means she was less than a tip. Meanwhile, he had the queen who was bringing home the bacon, frying it. She was not just the table. She was the table, the chairs, the house, the business, the walls, the drapes, the curtains, the everything else. And you, my dear, don't even have the business acumen that that woman has. And yet he cheated on her. So for you to feel like that would be cheating on a Rolls Royce with a Toyota, well, honey, you are not even a Kia. I want you to know that you are not even a Toyota. Girl, you like a 1999 Probe, and I need you to understand, first of all, where you rank as a class, and to understand that, child, him cheating is what he does. And he cheats down.
Did you remember Sheree calling herself a Ferrari?
Well, whatever she called herself, a Ferrari, and said the other woman was a Toyota or a
And I'm
Honda
like, well,
or
Sheree, how
whatever.
could you be Ferrari when you can't eat? Sheree is a Pinto, okay? And let's be very clear on what type of car that Sheree is. She's a Pinto. The bitch cannot even, we don't know what she does for money unless she's over in the Dubai date book, what Phaedra said, because Sheree has to be over there because what money does Sheree make? So even with her coming on with someone else that Martel might be dating, and I'm not even saying for Martel right now, I'm talking about for whoever that Martel could be dating is better than Sheree. Sheree is still, her mommy is still paying the bills. Sheree doesn't have any job. She doesn't have anything. So Sheree says she's a Ferrari. Yeah, maybe like the Hot Wheels one. Because there's no way possible that Sheree is a Ferrari in real life time. I don't understand why Sheree said that, but kudos to your ego because it doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, listen, you're supposed to be confident within yourself, but it's
But
the
also realistic.
listen, you're supposed to be confident within yourself, but it's the fact that she is going so hard for a man who does not even.
Sorry.
You cut me off one more time.
Sorry.
Okay, I am having PTSD for being cut off. But I will say this. It's the fact that if you had this caliber of man to go up for, then I can see you going up for it. But it's the fact that we are all watching her simultaneously go up for this man on Sunday while we watching this man still have wishing and hoping and praying for his ex-wife on Saturday. Like, that's the tragic part about it. You going up for somebody who don't even want you like that. You say y'all dating on y'all show. You saying y'all exclusive, y'all together on your show. Meanwhile, on his show, he said, "Oh, we just dating," and then he's stunting on you for the cameras when the phone ring, and he say, "Oh, that's just Sheree. I told her I was going out," as if you were nothing. Then on top of that, once again, you got the baby mama saying, "I let you go down to the chateau, but don't make me show the doorbell footage because you left from here and went there because I just sat on your face the night before." So the fact that all of this has happened prior to
Wait,
her
who said
even
who's
filming
somebody who said whose face?
his baby mama.
Oh, no, I don't like about it.
I'm just saying the fact that all of this happened prior to y'all even filming this scene and you are acting as if this man is something to defend. Girl, no. That's somebody you fucking duck. That's somebody you don't let nobody know. That's that dick you deny in public.
So then we have Mayetta. She breaks the news to Sheree that Martel is dating someone else in Atlanta. Kandi and Courtney are getting into this stupid fight. Well, let's just stop there. That Martel and Mayetta breaks the news to Sheree. We know this. Do we need to go into this part?
No.
Okay. So then Kandi and Courtney get into this stupid fight. This fight was so damn stupid to me. Like I hated this part. So they get in a stupid fight about who knew who. It sounds like a miscommunication, to be honest. But they were not really. I think that Courtney wasn't comprehending what Kandi was saying, and I don't think that Kandi was comprehending what Courtney was saying. It sounds like miscommunication. Sanya clears it up and says they can just stop this. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous argument. Courtney admits that her feelings were hurt. So then I was like, okay, maybe this is Courtney. And bucks at Kandi and says that she doesn't have to clout chase. Kandi gets pissed at her, bucking at her, which I would be pissed too. And she never said that the girl was clout chasing. They are still going at it because Courtney won't drop the shit, which doesn't make sense to me. Kandi wants to headbutt the bitch. And then Kenya, okay, let's stop there. How you feel about this part?
I felt like Kandi was in her right. Kandi was like, I never said that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't talk to me bucking. You know what I'm saying? If you ready to buck jump, then we buck jump. Like, that's what we do.
The second time she would have me. Oh,
you know what I'm saying? But I would have she would have got clocked. Yep. Straight up. She was doing too much. It gives Sheree have a problem with us, so I'm gonna have a problem with her too. It gives, like I say, that newbie, I need to come on here and make a big splash. She was doing extremely too much. I was not here for it, and I don't like her.
She looked annoying when I first seen her, but after this, like, she really annoys me now. Like, I don't want to see her no more.
I don't.
Yeah. Oh, Kenya also. So then after this, Kenya also tells Sheree that Martel was in her DM. Sheree wants to see it, and she calls Martel over to the conversation. That's the end of the episode. I also dropped the link for people who want to come up here to talk to us about this. So what you got?
I feel like, listen, Sheree gonna try to. I mean, granted, it was 2 years ago, but if it was 2 years ago and he tried to holler at you, then he tried to holler at Kandi friend, and then he came to you, it's definitely giving he was trying to chase clout. But I feel like Sheree always plays the fool for these men, so therefore let her fall on her own. I wouldn't tell her nothing. Sheree is not the type of woman that you can warn.
Yeah, I agree with you. So you guys do have time. What time is it now? It's we got like a few more minutes. If y'all want to come up and talk to us about this. Overall, this was a good episode, I think. I enjoyed all the mess this episode. It was a good start off to make sure I want to watch the rest of the season. I think that I'm excited for King in the season, period. Oh, here we go. We got somebody here.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hey, cousin.
Hello. I see somebody trying to be grown, got their chest out.
Girl, you see, huh?
Don't cover up now.
Don't cover up now. It done been open all this time.
Yeah, you don't let the people see your chesticles and everything. It's been open now. Don't you try to get modest. The people already saw it. It's been shared.
So how you feel about the entire episode? What you got?
Lord, these people. Sheree, she can't pay. She by your mama paying your bills, then Chateau Thelma is the real sugar mama.
Can y'all excuse me one moment, please?
Yes, go ahead. Do you think?
Because Thelma is giving all the money. This man is like, first of all, I'm never going to see it for her because I'm being subjected to troll face Martel Holt on a Saturday and a Sunday. He is the ultimate opportunist because I'm not sure how y'all finagled Love and Marriage Huntsville to come out right before Real Housewives of Atlanta was supposed to come on, and then you were on Saturday and Sunday. You are the ultimate opportunist. I don't.
Just for the visuals.
I will throw up. So, it's so disgusting. Kill the visual, Jesus. Just kill the visual. Oh my God, why?
I just want to get the visuals. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
What you say?
I'm not sure how he managed to finagle right before, a month before, because the show came on a month before RHOA came on. And now you on 2 days in a row. Nobody wants to see you, okay? First of all, red flag should be he thought you was trying to set up a threesome with the chef.
Was that not a problem?
That is a red flag. That woman is there to cook. She is getting paid to cook. She is not there to service you, sir. If you want somebody to service you, if you don't take yourself down to Vegas to the Bunny Ranch and get out of our faces with this, the talking about
and
somebody.
It also lets you know what their relationship was like, because why would he think that Sheree was going to have a threesome with him?
Why would he even bring it up?
Because they weren't in a relationship. He was never in a relationship with Sheree at all. And when he said that, I was like, okay, this man is over to play. Like, he's here for his publicity, and that's it.
Wait, here's the thing. We know that. We all know that.
Mm-hmm.
She knows that.
Mm-hmm.
He even knows that. But what she's trying to do is to convince us that what we see is not what we're seeing. And you're not going to convince us that what we're seeing is not what we're seeing, because we know him longer than you. We know how he get down. We know that he is on his reality show right now.
I don't know how he gets down. I mean, I just know what y'all say.
That man is a phobe. That man is a whole phobe. He has an issue. No, for real. He tried to make a big thing about his ex-wife's brother being gay and all that. The man's a phobe. But we know.
I've been hearing your story about. I just don't know. I heard what y'all say.
Yeah, that man is harassing his ex-wife as we speak. Mm-hmm. The man, before they even started this new season, the last season just really ended, maybe 2 months ago? Mm-hmm. He was on there talking about how he loved this woman, how he want her back, how he want to be a family. And y'all had started messing around during that time, or so he says. But you using this as a storyline, and he's going to continue to play you on Saturdays, and then he's going to play in your face on a Sunday, and you're just going to continue to pretend like you're walking in the, you're Snow White walking through the forest, and you got the birds chirping around you and the animals in the forest just running around, and you're just, you just don't know what's going on. You're just oblivious to everything that's around you. Now, for you to get on Twitter and call somebody community puss, these are big words. Them is big
Wait, he
words.
said that?
No, she called Kandi community puss after the comment, because they was dogging her out. And then,
wait, who called Kandi then?
Sheree.
Sheree did? Okay. Well, Sheree's not really, we don't listen to Sheree, though, so that's probably, I don't even know what you're saying.
So this was a response to, last year she had a man who was doing community service. Now she has a man as community property.
Yeah.
And she says community service, community property, something or other, something about somebody with community puss. And I said, in my own mind, you can't talk about nobody giving their vagine to nobody. First of all, can you stop counting people's coochie miles?
She can. Because
it's childish.
The miles on Sheree are very strong and long. And I feel like I'm with Marlo when I can go back to the same damn clip.
They drained me.
They drained the fuck out of me. Okay.
I'm not doing this with you. It's just it's childish. Nobody should be counting the amount of miles or who's been with who, unless it's a situation of y'all got to go down to the free clinic and get tested. Other than that, I don't care. You talking about when KFC had to get at you.
Oh, wait a minute, because we got that too. Nola not here right now, but we got that too. So hold on, pull it up for you so we can actually see it.
I am back. A bird had tried me, so I had to let them know. Go ahead and clock out.
Go ahead, Ray.
Go ahead and clock out for me.
So she tried it with KFC. Talk about maybe if I would have gave her some KFC at the reunion, it would have been a peace offering. And KFC had to hit back because it's like, don't you bring us into your mess. We had nothing to do with this. We have delicious lemonade if you're feeling thirsty because you're thirsty. And they're going to talk about, I'm good, boo. I like Popeyes better. And they got chicken sandwiches and all that stuff.
She can't afford Popeyes.
You can't
Popeyes.
afford KFC either.
Popeyes is
She
not
can
fucking.
barely afford to buy it from the damn grocery store.
Listen,
Because
shout
the
again,
church's
she been
girl.
sitting over there at the damn chateau trying
out.
to buy them some damn food for them damn kids who done moved out of the house. They gotta get food plans at the damn college. And we ain't seen them kids in years because they go to the house. Sheree's kids are grown. Why have we never seen a family gathering, a family dinner, or nothing? The reason why is because Sheree can't afford to have them over there for food because she can't afford it. She eating off of Martel. She eating off of Tyrone in jail. And she eating off of Bob. But she cannot afford no damn food because Sheree is a bird. Okay?
First of all, shout
Cuckoo.
out.
She's a bird.
Shout out to Kim and Nicole because we had this conversation earlier. Ma'am, you doing all this caping and added Popeyes and everything like they didn't give you a brand
Give me
deal
1
and they're
second.
not.
Take me a little break real quick, y'all.
Okay.
I know what that smile is for, girl. Go ahead.
She said if you're caping for Popeyes like they didn't gave her a brand deal. Popeyes don't know you. You don't have enough of a following to get with Popeyes. And like I said in Nola's chat, she's a broke down Miata. She not even what is it? Would he call her a Pinto? No, she's a Miata.
I called her a probe.
She a scooter.
Shout out to the scooters everywhere.
Yeah.
And not the good kind.
No. Courtney, stick to making your jewelry. I could already see you gonna get on my nerves this season.
I mean, listen, I was here for her when she said she made her own jewelry and this and the third, but this.
Oh no, I'm gonna do it taking a look on that. But
this coming in with there was no need for her to have the attitude that she had. Absolutely not.
Yeah, somebody timed it. They said it wasn't even 30 seconds and she started with the mess. I'm like, can we at least get to know you? Not off of what Sheree said you were. Like, can we get to know you just a little bit before you start with the mess? And you didn't even let us get to know you before you started with the mess. I mean, good for you to do squats and some boots, but them boots is ugly.
Oh, I liked the boots. I mean, they're not Auntie Mary boots, but I liked the boots. But I will say, even if Kandi did ask anything about her, I don't believe that Kandi would have been the only one. I think maybe Drew have. I think maybe Kenya might have. Like, you're new, you're coming onto the show, you're coming onto the platform, so I can see somebody asking somebody.
You may be around their children.
You may be around to say, hey, how's this girl? Or, how's her, this, her presence, or, she cool people, this, that, and the third. That's, to me, that's similar to like when somebody invites you somewhere and you be like, who all over there?
Yeah. And I was like, that's not a problem with asking around. First of all, you're coming in, you're new. They know who Manyetta is, but you're coming in as a friend of the show, so you're definitely going to be around. And production is expecting them to invite you to events that may have the young children there. We don't know you, so we need to get to know you, which means I'm going to ask around and see who you are. That's not a problem. But you're trying to make it a big issue and then bucking at people down to a birthday party that you had got a secondhand invite to because you didn't get an invite from the actual person who was throwing the party. Sheree extended the invitation, aka production extended the invitation to you. You bucking at her at that party, it's just like, So if this lady haul off and smack the hell out of you, I won't hear nothing. Because she said she wanted to headbutt you. And I personally feel like, well, me and you are both short, but you 5'3" in heels. I'm just 5'3" on my own. Are you going to be able to headbutt this big, tall girl right here?
I mean, listen, she might take off her shoe and pitch it at her.
And you know what? I'm all for throwing a shoe at somebody, especially if it could connect. That teacher stopped talking to me like that. Marlo got a clean slate with me this season. So far she hasn't done anything that I don't like. So far,
Marlo hasn't.
No, listen, I was here for Marlo. When they showed that scene and Marlo was in the background creeping like this, listening, I was like, that's high key me when my neighbors be fighting.
That's me too, especially
Well, I
because
mean,
I
where I live
teach
now, my neighbors don't fight, but at my
okay.
apartment, before I moved in my house, the
Mm-hmm.
apartment I was in, baby, they be outside. You talking about? I don't even need to smoke, baby. I take me a smoke break just so I could go outside and act like I don't want smoke in my house. That's the longest smoke break ever, baby, because I am listening.
The
Please
neighbors were
be.
they there when I was there?
No, I
Oh yeah.
said no. I said now in my house that I moved to when I
Oh,
was in my apartments. My neighbors around here boring, child.
Mm-hmm. Listen, I believe the neighbors I have are some criminals, and I do be looking like, what y'all got going on over here? Now, I don't want them to see me, but I do be nosy. So I have no problem with Marlo so far. She didn't do nothing to me on this first episode. I too would be nosy. Okay? My problem is with her sister. How you get out of jail? And don't even at least call your children and be like, I'm okay. How are you? I may
well,
need
look
to.
at Marlo. Marlo told the kids to get the fuck out. So I mean, I'm not expecting more from our sister.
But it's just like, maybe it's just me. Because I was like, I don't have no kids, but I couldn't understand not at least checking on the children that I gave birth to, even if they are not with me. I would never understand how somebody
She's not
cannot
responsible though. So
pick up a phone to call, send a message in a bottle, send a message via bird carrier. Like that makes no sense to me. So right now, Marlo ain't did nothing to me. Listen, therapy is whatever therapy is to you. You know, whether it's sitting down with a professional PhD or getting you a life coach that's gonna try to help you get you and them children together. Okay, I have no problem with it. Um,
oh yeah,
Ralph.
I gotta do something. One thing because I didn't play this already. I should have played this earlier. But we are doing a fundraiser over here for my kids, so I need to play this. And I forgot to do this earlier.
Okay.
We're raising money for my kids' uniforms next year. So let me play this real quick and we can get back into this. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, So Debonair, and I'm here to talk to you guys about something that I think is so fantastic. Remain Teachable, one of my subscribers, is graduating on July the 23rd, and she came up with something I think is so amazing and something that is going to help my students out so much. We are trying to raise $723. This $723 will go to my students' uniforms for the 2023-2024 school year. So what we're asking is that you donate $7.23. If we can reach this, it would be so amazing and be so helpful for my students to get uniforms because some kids only have one polo, one pair of pants, and thought this was so amazing. And I'm so excited about this. We already have donations already, but I'm hoping that you guys help us reach this goal by July the 23rd. So again, you can log on to SoDebonair.com, drop that $7.23, and we will make sure that you guys get to find out their end results by July the 23rd. Thank you so much in advance, and let's do it. All right. I'm out, y'all. Bye. So we are at $533. So we should not have a problem with reaching that goal. What I am saying now is just do it through the Cash App because so I can make sure I get it there on that time. Then when I present to the school, I think that it will be around that date. But make sure you guys $7.23. That's it. So.
Donate to them kids now. We listen. Dad love the kids, and the kids love
I can
Dad.
show you some of these kids' uniforms. Y'all be like, I would send y'all $100, but some of the kids' uniforms are just bad because they only have like one. So,
Well,
but go ahead, Randy. What you were saying?
who was it that I was talking about? Oh, Ralph. I was getting into Ralph because, you know what? I felt the way not because I'm this big Drew fan or anything, but I felt the way about how people were talking about her on like social media, like, oh, she wasn't there and I didn't miss her and she's not needed for the show and she's this and she's that.
Who, Drew?
And yeah, and it's like, even if I don't like, I'm not this huge fan of her,
Mhm.
and I definitely don't like that man she's married to and about the divorce. The man told y'all,
Mhm.
even if he shouldn't have been down to that party, he should have been with her. Her daddy's sick.
Mhm.
So this is why she's not going to be on this first episode at this party, because she got family issues to deal with. But the fact that you would rather be with your friends than be there for your wife whose father is sick, but she was there for you when yours was, sick,
Mhm.
says everything I need to know on why she divorced you, because you've been no good. This
Yeah.
just solidifies you being just trash. Garbage. Just terrible.
I was kind of upset we didn't see Drew this episode.
I was too, but it was like if the party is going to be this big episode and she may have not, I don't know if we're going to see her next episode because I don't think she really was filming. Like she was probably filming, but if her father was sick, she probably in Chicago. So she wasn't bringing them cameras with her to film it, in my opinion. But I feel like he going to do some more pop-ups and it's just like, once again, proving why you are no good. No good husband.
I would rather seen Drew than Courtney. Like Courtney was like a chihuahua. Like go, like go. Like, do you need some dog food? Like go away. Like I don't like Courtney at all. And even when I first seen her before all the mess happened, I felt like this was like a really messy person.
Yeah, because somebody timed it. They said it didn't even take 30 seconds for her when they was down to Chateau Thelma. It didn't take 30 seconds. 30 seconds hadn't passed before the drama and the mess had already started with her talking about, oh, Kandi calling around and asking about me, telling people that I'm her friend. Telling people that I said I was her friend and so on and so forth. And it's just like, listen.
But that argument was so stupid because Kandi was like, I didn't say that. And she was like, well, I didn't say that. But I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Nobody said anything. So they let the shit go. Like, it was just so irritating for me. And Kandi kept trying to tell like, I never said that. And then she just kept going on. I'm like, she wanted a moment.
But look who brought her in.
I know who brought her in. And I don't know, to be honest, y'all, I don't like Sheree on the show.
Nobody likes Sheree.
Nobody.
The only thing that Sheree likes Sheree this season I like is
Sheree
the Sean Stowe and Lisa Woolback.
Sheree don't even like Sheree.
Yeah.
Don't nobody like Sheree.
I want the Sean Stowe to get another season. So I'm glad that Sheree's there for that. But that's it.
First of all, taking it back to that scene in the house before Courtney came up in there, it just shows how much of a friend you truly are to somebody. That when Sanya was trying to tell you about her little, ranky-dank fight she had down to her house with all them people up in there that she never gonna get rid of because she uses them as an excuse as to why she can't do certain things when it pertains to business or her marriage. As soon as that doorbell rang, hold that thought, and you ran upstairs to let Courtney in, and we never heard the rest of what she had to say to you unless they cut it out. But that just shows how much of a friend you are, that when as soon as she got to talking about, her stuff, that doorbell rang. I feel like you said, now I need you to come at this time, to a text to Courtney, come at this time, ring the doorbell. Because I don't want to have to listen to her talk about her stuff no more.
Nobody wants to hear it.
I mean, but shout out to Sanya. She's back to Rusty Golds. Her and the Bitter Betty crew. She's back to Rusty Golds for me as well. In the bronze, because once again, not a huge fan of Drew. Don't really like some of the things she does, but I'm not gonna just be mean to the lady. You caught the attitude talking about, well, I invited Drew, but Ralph RSVP'd for the both of them. What is with the attitude?
It doesn't make any sense.
What's with the tone?
I don't understand why it didn't matter who did the RSVP. They're a couple.
Right. I'm like, what's with the tone? What's with the attitude? If one of them was going to have to RSVP for the both of them.
For Drew and Ralph?
Yes. One of them was going to
Well, I think that they knew that because Drew wasn't going to show up. I think that's why that was like the problem. And then we seen Drew not show up. I think that Drew was not going through what we heard from the show. Drew was going through what was happening in that relationship because Drew and him were breaking up. And that's what it was. So I think that's why that was happening.
But even then, if it's not her father and y'all know about this breakup that's happening, what is with the attitude? Because
have we ever seen Drew's father?
No, we saw her mom.
That's all I thought.
We saw her mom
have an issue with Drew just because.
Yeah, it's like.
Well, what'd you say?
Sanya wants to have an issue with Drew just because it started last season. So
Oh yeah, that's definitely true. That's
And
definitely
I said, and I was like, we're gonna go right back to where we was. And the whole issue is you don't have an issue with her. You came on this show, you saw that she was an easy target for everybody that's on this show, and you decided to hop on the bandwagon, which means you was a bandwagon batch, and it's not gonna go well for you because after a while, it just looks like you're bullying her.
They drained me.
After a while, it looks like you're bullying. But
that's
shout
my
out to
that's my favorite meme at this point.
But shout out to her. She actually threw a party that looked good.
Yeah.
Okay? And didn't have no dry dark meat. I don't know how you have dry dark meat, but she did have it at that last party. So good for you. Had a real DJ, had a real bartender, had real nice decorations that wasn't really like looking Party City ish, but really it's not even Party City because I know some people who can make some Party City decorations look amazing. It was given 99-cent store at that last party. And you
Alwyn Norris, he says that Courtney was giving extra read all about it. She was just too much. And we don't care about it. And like we won't care about it. She wants to be such a fan favorite and a Kandi hater that she's going to do whatever she needs to do. No one even cares about if you knew her, if you didn't know her. To be honest, I mean, you're like a basic person who doesn't do a motherfucking thing. And you're over here arguing with Kandi. She's like, I didn't know you, but I knew you. But I didn't know you. She's like, I don't know you. But you did was no, I don't know you. Like, she doesn't fucking know you. Like, let it go, Courtney, to be honest, and be Sheree's friend. So, but once you become Sheree's friend, just realize Sheree's not a constant housewife. Sheree has been on and off and on and off and on and off. So for so many years, you don't even have a solid place here. You should be friends with somebody else on the show besides Sheree, because Sheree is not a constant person that will give you a solid spot on the show. I think that they were saying that Sheree is trying to get Kandi off the show, or all of them are trying to get Kandi off the show. And I don't understand that either. Because without Kandi, like, it loses the value of the show. Kandi has more connections than anybody compared, like, all, collectively on the show. Between her and Kenya, what do you have left?
I'll say this. It's not just trying to get Kandi. It's also trying to get Kenya thing too. Because they
Kenya too.
on at her. But y'all are trying to make them work for their checks. Because for a while, it's just been like, everybody else, put y'all stuff out there. I ain't really got to get.
But Kenya and Kandi work for their checks, to be for
No,
me when I
not
watch the show.
well. I'm saying they show up and come to work, but most of these people do the absolute most, or going to put out the absolute just like bare bones of their entire lives, and they feel like they are doing more than a Kandi or a Kenya. So now it's just like, well, if y'all not gonna do what we do, then y'all have to go. And here's the thing in that: if y'all were more of a we gonna try to get along unless it's something like really messed up. And you have your mess, but if it was a situation or a show where y'all are really just, having a good time, really working together, doing different things, and obviously you're gonna have your mess here and there because really reality TV is a social experiment and not all of y'all are friends. Y'all gonna have issues, or somebody's gonna play bone carrier, like somebody who lives in Chateau Thelma. Then yeah, we could understand. But y'all trying to go at people to get them off the show. What exactly is that gonna do for you? At the end of the day, this is reality TV.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to click that time. I didn't mean to click it.
Listen, this is reality TV. Reality TV can come to an end at any time. It does not matter that we have a writer strike going on. Y'all can still get canceled at any time. Just because y'all don't need writers does not mean y'all gonna be on forever. Y'all could be like, oh, we're just gonna put the show on hiatus, and they could come back with a whole entire new cast.
Right.
So there's no point of like, y'all can go at people, but trying to push people off the show, what exactly does that do for you? Because you push these people off the show and they turn around and fire you the next day.
Right.
I don't get it. I don't.
So listen, my max was 2 hours because I gotta go to bed. I don't know what happened with Nola. She's at work. So make sure you guys from my channel, if you haven't already done that, subscribe to Nola's channel. The link is in my description of my chat. So make sure you guys subscribe to her channel. Thank you so much for Ranting for coming up here.
No problem. I'm gonna hop off.
Y'all subscribe to Ranting's channel. It's Ranting with Ricardo. You can see her name right here. So make sure you guys do that as well. And yes, me and Nola are going to be reviewing this show. I'm not talking right. We're going to be reviewing this show every week. So make sure you guys tune in every week. Subscribe to both of our channels. We might switch it up 1 week where we're like on my channel or just on her channel and do both channels. So subscribe to both. So, but thank you guys so much for even joining us. I gotta play this one more time because Marlo is a ass. I gotta play it one more time.
They drained me.
They drained me. All right, so I love you guys so much, and we will see you guys in our next video. Again, subscribe to Nola, subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you guys in the next video. I can't find my outro. Oh, here we go. Bye, y'all.
Did it, I 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 did it, did it, you did it, I did it, you did it, did it, I did it, I did it, I did it, did it, I did it, I did it, I did it, I